Hey there, Libra. Welcome to a reading for the week of March 4th. We're going to jump right in here, Libra. You have this card that says, be bold, make the first move. And you have this card that says, believe in the impossible. So whatever you're trying to do here, I think you need to kind of believe in yourself more, or believe that you can accomplish something. Yeah, you have the Eight of Cups as well, which the Eight of Cups, he kind of is being bold. He's walking into darkness. He's walking. The other thing that I think, people forget about the Eight of Cups is that he's walking away from something. He has the Eight of Cups, but so he has, he kind of has something in his hands. He has whatever, it could be like a relationship or a business or an idea or whatever it is, right? So he has something, but it isn't right. It's missing something. So that's why he's choosing to be brave and to go search for something new. He doesn't necessarily know if he's going to find something new or not. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, right? In this way, we could say that he is walking towards the Nine of Cups, which would be total fulfillment. So, in the tarot, we don't actually know that he is walking towards the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the next card in the tarot, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he is going to get the Nine of Cups by walking away from the Eight of Cups, right? But here we have the Nine of Cups, so I do feel that you are walking towards your Nine of Cups, true fulfillment, true happiness, whatever you want to call it. So that looks pretty good to me. You have the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. Eight of Cups is pretty similar. The Eight of Cups is the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it right here. So for some of you, eclipse season is coming up, by the way. So you could be eclipsing something out of your life, or you are removing something from your life with the Eight of Cups, and you're walking towards something else, something new. So I feel like you are walking towards something new with the Eight of Cups, and you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. So again, you could be cutting something out of your life. And the Ace of Wands kind of represents something similar. There's this castle that's crumbling in the background here, and the Ace of Wands kind of represents out with the old, in with the new. And it's about moving towards inspiration. Guess what else, Libra? You have the Sun right here. The sun can represent enlightenment, but it can also represent fulfillment, and it can also represent inspiration. So I feel like you are being inspired by something new. We go this way here to the Hangman, and the Hangman can also represent enlightenment. So I feel like you are being enlightened to a new opportunity or something new. On the Nine of Wands, he's holding on to one wand, just like the Ace of Wands. So clearly there is kind of like one last new beginning that's coming in for you here, Libra. I don't really feel it's like the last new beginning you'll ever experience in your life, but I think that this is a new beginning on something that you want, maybe something that you've been dreaming of as well. You have this lizard spirit, and that lizard card there, I'll show you in a minute, it represents like your dreams or something that you were dreaming of. And again, you have the believe in the impossible card. So you could be like accomplishing something impossible, or nothing is impossible, but something impossible, right? So let's see. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like taking control of your life. Sometimes, like when we walk away from something that just isn't right, even though it's something that we kind of want, we're telling the universe, like, no, I know that this is close to what I want, but it's not what I want, and I'm going to stick up for what I want. And that's kind of the feeling I get here, is that it's not like you're being ungrateful or any of that stuff, right? It's like if a situation isn't right, then you're saying, the situation isn't right, I'm going to go find something that is correct. And so I feel that it's like you're putting out that vibration that you're not going to settle. And that's really what I get here. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Tower. Everybody's had the Tower this week, so wouldn't even worry about it. I think, I've said it before, I'll say it again, over the next 10 years, we're going to see plenty of global Tower moments. So, just is what it is. But again, the castle is crumbling. The Tower is crumbling on the Tower. So the Tower isn't a bad card. I think the Tower personally is a good card. Those people, the Tower is falling because they've been ignoring reality, and now they're being brought back down to reality. So, again, personally, I look at it as a good card, because how is it a bad thing to, come back to reality, right? With the Nine of Wands, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration or happiness. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be experiencing some sort of celebration or happiness in your life. And we see a lot of happiness here. Three of Cups, the Sun. So a lot of you could be celebrating with people who matter to you. You actually have the Three of Cups twice. I didn't even realize. If you want love, by the way, this looks amazing for finding love through socializing is a word that I'm trying to spit out here, or through spending time with friends or family. So, again, a lot of you could be doing that as well. Next, in the area of the unexpected, again, you have this lizard card. The lizard card is about your dreams, or the lizard is kind of about being creative and living in your dream world or manifesting some sort of dream. The wolf is about family, but it's also about having courage and moving towards something that is going to make you very successful. So, I feel for a lot of you, again, this is just continuing the message of needing to believe in the impossible. I don't really feel this is something impossible. I just think that maybe you have a dream that's a little bit out of reach, that's maybe a little bit hard for you to accomplish. And, that's really what this is talking about, right? You have the Hangman, the Nine of Cups, and the Sun. The Hangman could be a new perspective. I kind of think, one thing I will tell you is that we have Uranus and Taurus. And Uranus and Taurus is like new technology, new things. And again, Pluto and Aquarius, same thing. We're going to see, we've already seen AI and all this other stuff, right? So it's like what was once not possible is becoming possible. It reminds me of YouTube. It's like only 15 years ago, it wouldn't have been possible for me to reach 800,000 people with tarot, right? It's like now it is, because YouTube has made something possible. And I kind of get that for you here, Libra, where, there could be the new perspective that you're getting isn't really a new perspective, but I feel like there could be something that used to not be possible that is possible. That's, we have this believe in the impossible, but that's not really what it's saying. Again, I think this reading is more saying that things that used to be harder are now getting easier. So, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. It's almost like there could be a new technology or a new website like YouTube, or maybe it is YouTube, or there's something new that is making something you want to do easier. I hope that makes sense. That's really what I'm getting here off of the Hangman. You have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, again, I feel with that Eight of Cups says that you are walking towards fulfillment. Nine of Cups is about being the energy that you want to be. Again, I think this is one of the secrets to success for everybody over the next 20 years, is if you could just be the thing that you want to be, not fake it till you make it, right? Fake it till you make it doesn't work. But if you could just be the energy of what you want to be, that's going to lead to the most success. And people always ask me, how do I do that? And I always say, like, the number one easiest way is to adopt the habits of whatever it is that you want to be. It's like people who are single, they act single, right? I'm sure you all have one of those single friends that's always complaining about how they're single, but they also act single. So it's like, if you don't want to be single, don't act single, right? Take yourself on dates. Go do things you would do if you had a partner, right? And then the universe will fill in the gaps. That's what the Nine of Cups says. If you want money, you can act as if you have money. You can adopt good financial habits. You can adopt, whatever fancy people do, right? You could start acting fancy. You could start pretending to eat caviar or whatever rich people do, right? Or something. And, again, adopting the habits is the thing that will make you more successful. So that's what I would do there. You have the Sun. Again, the Sun is a card of happiness, joy, enlightenment, good things coming in for you. Makes the whole entire reading more positive as well. It could also be a fire sign coming in for you. You always get a fire sign. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo if you're looking for love. And love looks very good in this reading. We go up Knight of Cups to the Lovers, so there definitely could be, a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. So let's see here. With the Hangman, you have the Death card. Yep, definitely a big transformation. Again, the Hangman, this is like a death to the way that you see things. And this is a good thing. It's like you're gaining a new perspective. You're seeing things from a different point of view. And you see here that these two pillars back here are the two pillars that are from the Moon card, and the Sun is coming up between those two pillars. You have the Sun here. So if you've been in a moon period where you haven't been able to see the future, or which no one can really see the future, but again, if you've been through a moon period, which is a period of like a lack of clarity or not understanding how things are going to work or what to do in life, this to me says that there is clarity coming in for you. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely a victory. A lot of aces. Really crazy. I'm pretty sure the 2024 readings, there were a bunch of aces in those readings. I remember commenting on it in the yearly readings. And right here, you have two aces. And everybody this week has had multiple aces. It's pretty weird that it happens because, again, it does not happen very often. So, we could just be in a time where we're being encouraged to have new beginnings. I always look at the Ace of Swords on a very kind of down and dirty tarot level as our own inner truth. So, this could also be you living your truth or, expressing your truth in some way. With the Sun, you have the King of Swords. Again, this could be you showing up here. You could just be showing up in a strong position, expressing your truth here, Libra. You actually show up as the Justice card. So whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength in a reading. And so I kind of feel that here. But, I also feel that for some of you, that there could be some sort of victory or a victory coming in because of a truth here, especially with that Ace of Swords, but it's because you're living your inner truth with the Ace of Swords. So I hope that makes sense. Like, the Eight of Cups, let me put it this way. The Eight of Cups says you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. And when we kind of like live the life that we want to live, usually we have some sort of victory, and that's what's going on here. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Grace card and this Purity card. I feel this could be a pure person, a very kind, caring, nurturing person with that Knight of Cups, someone who really is a knight in shining armor, right? And it doesn't matter what gender you're into, could be any gender, but I feel that it could be a very pure person, could be a unicorn, like someone you see as very special, someone you see as very nurturing, caring, something like that. So that's definitely popping into my head. You do have the Knight of Swords. I would be careful of anyone getting involved in this situation. So if you are attracting a new person, like this could be your ex or it could be their ex that's like messaging you. Again, for whatever reason this year, I've been getting this message for a couple of different signs that like someone could be trying to get in between you and another person. So no third party information is what I say. It's like no telephone game, right? If someone's friend of a friend comes and tells you like, oh, that new person you're dating is a cheater, it's probably not true. It might be, they might be lying, or it might be their ex or whatever. So, I kind of get that feeling here. On the Knight of Swords, I would definitely be careful of third-party information, but not even just in love. Like, if a friend of a friend comes and tells you something about someone else or whatever, I would be careful. Knight of Swords is my card of getting a second opinion, but, with people, it's my card of going directly to the source. Like, don't just take someone's word for something. Make sure you go straight to the source and you find out for yourself. And that's definitely popping into my head here. Again, you have the Knight of Cups, Knight in shining armor coming in for you. So definitely could be a person who's sweeping you off your feet, or it could be a very solid person coming in for you in love if you want a love connection. You have the Three of Swords. I feel like you've been heartbroken in the past, but I actually kind of feel this is healing because we have the, we go this way. We'll have to see what this clarifies out to, but you have the Eight of Cups, which is kind of like walking away from things that no longer serve you. Nine of Cups says maybe you've been focusing on self-fulfillment, fulfilling yourself. And the Three of Swords can be a card of forgiveness and healing, so you could just be healing. Let's see. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Strength card. Again, this could be a Leo. I would, if you have a past Leo who is toxic, I would be careful, definitely in this situation. This could also say that you've been very patient and that a person is rushing in. So if you've been waiting for a long time to get into a relationship, this could be someone finally showing up in your life, or a person who's finally kind of coming in and showing you love or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. With the Knight of Cups, you have another ace, the Ace of Pentacles. Are you kidding? 3 aces right here. Aquarius also had multiple aces, and so which is very interesting to me. And the other thing that's interesting to me is that, again, this doesn't even have to be, people always ask me, are cards sticking? I switch decks. You can see here, I have a whole stack of decks here, and I switch decks, and I have more every single reading, so it always surprises me. Also, Aquarius had the aces in the main deck, not even the clarifying deck, so pretty weird. But what I would say is that the Ace of Pentacles is something that you want to nurture into existence. I always look at the Ace of Pentacles as a garden. It's something that you have to water, nurture, you have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. You have the sun here. And so this is like a big opportunity right here coming in for you. And this could definitely be in love. The King of Swords could say that this is someone who's older than you, but it's not always true. This could be a person who is very wise, a person who has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, a person who really cares about, you, or cares about situations, someone who has, who has a lot of life experience as well as popping into my head. So definitely could be a very solid opportunity. With the Three of Swords, yes, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, I do not read as a person from the past. Most tarot books actually say do not go back to the past with the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups to me can be just a soulmate, and I do feel that there could be clearly a soulmate coming in for you if you want love. It could also be just a very playful connection, and it seems to me that's what most people are attracting right now, is connections that are not so serious. And I don't mean that it's not serious. I mean that it's more lighthearted. You're just kind of seeing how things will go. You're not rushing into anything, and all that other stuff, and you're just allowing the fun to happen. And that's what I feel here, is that you're getting into something that's much more kind of maybe starts off a little bit more playful, but not, again, I'm not saying this in a bad way, this person is playing games or something like that. I feel just you're just seeing how things go and, just allowing things to happen, which is probably a good thing, right? Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this underworld card. It says, find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. And I literally said this, that I was saying something about how there's like something that's happening for you where something is becoming possible. It also says, as the world evolves, so can your means of earning. So there you go. Exactly what I was saying. It's like, as the world changes, I know like I've been seeing a lot of people worried about AI and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but really it'll probably create more jobs. It'll probably, number one, it's not even there yet, right? And number two, it'll probably create more opportunity, not less. You have this yes/no card. It says, dealing with fluctuating goals and or income, it's important to stay informed on the shifts that are occurring. Yes, whatever's going on here, that, I would definitely stay informed on the changes that are happening, especially if these are like work changes or there's business changes, something like that. I would stay on top of it, but it's coming up in the good stuff, so it's probably going to be good. You have the lovers, so clearly there is love that could be entering into your life if you want it. There could be a very solid connection coming in for you here. I do feel like some of you, there could just be, something that makes you very happy as far as love is concerned. Something very fulfilling, something long-lasting. So I really see this being, a really solid connection that's coming in for you. Also, by the way, you have that undecided card, but it's coming up in the good stuff, so I feel like you are making a decision. The lovers traditionally was a card of the crossroads, so it says that maybe you've been at a crossroads having a choice to make, and coming up in the good stuff, it says that you could finally be making a choice. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration or partying, having a good time. Anything you could do to spend time with people who matter to you would be a really good idea with the Three of Cups, because again, the Three of Cups is a card of a celebration, happiness, joy, good stuff coming in for you. So I feel there's a lot of happiness here with the Three of Cups. You have the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect, and it's about paying attention to cause and effect. You are a Libra, so you probably already are good at paying attention to this, but I believe we're in a time of cause and effect where, I've been saying it for a long time, that we really need to pay attention to where we put energy and what we get out of it. That's the easiest way to live right now, is to pay attention to that. And so if you're putting energy into things and you're getting energy back from something, keep doing it. If you're not, stop and do something else and make a change. And that's what the Justice card really is saying to all of us, really. With the lovers, you have the Ten of Wands. Coming up in the area of the good stuff, I feel that it's been a long journey, love, for you. Maybe you've had a hard time finding people or, finding the right situations or finding the right type of person to be with or whatever. But I feel like you're kind of finally finding the right type of person or the right type of connection to be with here. And you're finally getting to this home that's in the background. Again, that home in the background represents a place of sanctuary, represents him having his harvest. Personally, I like the Ten of Wands. He's carrying his harvest. It's like, yes, it's a burden, but he planted those wands, and those wands are his harvest. So, you are about to have some sort of harvest after a bunch of hard work. With the Three of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups. You're clearly walking towards something. Again, it's coming up in the good stuff, but you have the Eight of Cups twice. So you walking away from something over here is not only going to change your fortunes, but it's going to lead to a celebration. I think it's, pretty clear. With the Justice card, you have the Five of Swords. Again, some of you could clearly also be cutting something out right here. And it's showing up in the good stuff, like I said, with that Five of Swords. But, you could be cutting one thing out so that you can have something better in your life. And obviously, that would be a good thing. The Five of Swords can also say in the area of the good stuff that it would be time to take a risk on something that you want in your life. So if there's some sort of risk that you want to take, I would take it. Probably will work out. You have this box card. It says you will receive a gift. One thing I will say about the Six of Cups is that sometimes I look at it as a gift from the universe. And usually the gift we receive is a turnaround, meaning we've been bumping up against an obstacle. Six of Cups shows up and it kind of represents the removal of the obstacle. So I feel that you could be, removing a lot of obstacles here with these cards. You have this Mule card. It says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah, I definitely feel it's time to remove any stubborn energies or anyone who's stubborn from your life, and especially if there's someone who's unwilling to change. You have this Knot card. It says unsuccessful plans. Again, I feel Ace of Wands out with the old, in with the new, with the Tower there. If something isn't working, it looks to me like you're just cutting it out of your life and moving on to something else. You have this older man card. It says dealings or relationships with an older man. You have this egg. It says, I always clarify these people cards, by the way, and it says success assured with good plans and hard work. So again, you could be attracting someone. It doesn't have to be a man, whatever gender you're into. And I feel you could be attracting someone who is like a golden egg, someone who is very successful, hardworking. I was getting that on that King of Swords. King of Swords, I look at as the king who has the most knowledge and wisdom. So usually they're very successful, but it's not always true, but usually. You have this hand card. It says in need of help, assistance, or guidance. We see the 3 of Cups here, even the 6 of Cups. These cards can represent people. They can represent our community. So if you need help with anything, I would definitely ask for help because, I think you'll be very successful in accomplishing something that seems impossible, like we said at the beginning of the reading. But this looks really good here, Libra. I love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.